How we doing, people? How we doing? Just let me know if you can't hear me or if there's any interruptions, if you know what I mean. How we doing, people? I don't want to like have that show when everything like is going mad. If you know what I mean. Please like, share, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. You guys know how it is over here. Consistency has come in. I'm always here now. I don't go anywhere else. I even use my phone. I got a little stand for it, as you can see, just in front of me. So if I use the comment section, I'll use it and all that stuff with my phone in case of an emergency or anything like that as well. So yeah, man, doing a lot of stuff, guys. Doing a lot of stuff to make it, to come on every single time and all that stuff. But get in the chat. Say what you feel. It's a Liverpool show. We're going to be talking about Liverpool today. Smash the likes, like my brother says at the bottom. Fan zone, Dean. Yeah, man. Yeah, guys, what can we do, man? What can we do? We're in trouble, man. We are in trouble. There's a lot of problems at Liverpool Football Club that is unsolvable, if you could say a word like this, unsolvable from the current regime, the people that we have at the helm. And it doesn't look like it's going to change anytime soon, guys. You know what I mean? It looks like it's just getting worse. We have one game against Galatasaray and everybody jumps on the bandwagon of like we're back, which I don't understand. You know what I mean? I stick by my guns no matter what. One game doesn't give me any, mind change, if you could say that, like changing minds or anything like that. It doesn't, because we take like 2 steps forward, 5 back, 2 steps forward, 5 back. You know what I mean? Sometimes 1 step forward, like 8 back. You know what I mean? So it's bad. We're in a bad predicament, guys. Like, let me show you something. Yeah, that clown Curtis Jones was doing before he came on. I'm a big critic of Curtis Jones. Everybody knows that. Yeah, on here. I told you guys, sorry, many times, he's a clown. And people tell me, but it's good to be a clown. No, there's a certain way to be a joker of the class. But not when you're coming on as a sub and you're putting stuff on someone's head while the manager is speaking to you. It shows the disrespect. It just shows how disrespectful the guy is. He's thick as shit, man. There's nothing upstairs. He's 25 years old, has a haircut of a 17-year-old, and he acts like a 12-year-old. And I keep telling people this. He's not taking his football seriously, so the criticism that comes down his way, it's right. It is true. Just wake up, man. I don't need to explain this to you. He's putting crisps on someone's head while the manager is speaking to him. That's how much of a disrespect he's showing Arne Slot. Listen, Arne Slot is not the greatest manager we've ever had. Obviously, he's won the Premier League and all that stuff. Great. You know what I mean? Whoop-de-doo. This is just before he was coming on, guys. Look what he's doing. Just before he's coming on the pitch. What kind of a adult does things like this? That's got a kid, you know what I mean? Putting crisps on someone's head while Arne Slot is speaking to you. This is what we're at now. We are in a clown's stage. That's why I put a clown on the thumbnail. Arne Slot Arne Slot dressed as a clown. That's why I put that in the thumbnail, because that's what he is. Every time we lose, I'll bring that out. I'm not going to end it anytime soon. You know what I mean? So, yeah, this is what we're facing. This is our football club. Can you imagine under Jurgen this happening? If you know what I mean, he will slap him up. I mean, stop acting like a clown. Play football. You're coming on as a sub. You're already spoken to the manager while this is happening, and you're putting crisps on top of the goalkeeper's head. Like, what is going on? I don't judge players because of like, I feel like it. I judge players because I know what they do. They don't take their football seriously. The guy has been here since he was in the youth. And he's 25 years old now, going to 26. And we're still waiting for him to play, in the team consistently. You know what I mean? Sometimes good, sometimes very bad. You know what I mean? That's how he is. And he's never going to change. Because by this time, he should be established first team player. But we still got clowning around like this, what we see right here. At age of 25, at the age of 25, guys, like heading towards 26, he's still doing things like that. Behind the scenes, I don't care. But when you're playing in the first team and you're sitting on the bench, take your football seriously, bro. You know what I mean? Put all this stuff aside, this feelings towards Curtis Jones here, guys. That's a clown, man. I've been saying that for a while. And this is what I meant. He does that too much. Too much. That's our football club now. This. From Jurgen to this. What a joke. What an absolute joke. That's when he was coming on. Believe it or not. You know what I mean? That's when he was coming on and he's doing things like that. We're finished, man. We are finished. Finito, man. Our players don't even respect the manager anymore. Oh, man. What have we become? It's scary, man. It's really, really scary what I'm watching. So I brought, anyway, I got you some screens so we could talk about it. I've got a few people on there. Uncle Frank, you know what I mean? I might be doing a show with Uncle Frank tomorrow, so please tune into that one as well. So let's start with Uncle Frank. You know, he's honest. He works for the club. He understands the club. He's been there since the Shankly days. And he's an honest person. He's not one of those Liverpool fans that give you bullshit every single time, as we already know, the nerds that will just feed you things for clicks. It's just like to come back. That's what it is. They don't give a shit about Liverpool. You know what I mean? They don't share their true feelings. It's just things to make you come back to their stream. That's the whole point. Be controversial, you come back to their stream. Be controversial, you come back to their stream. That's what it is. They don't care about Liverpool, man. I keep telling you this. So please let me know if there's any echoes. I need to sort this out today, man. I'm fed up with these echoes I keep hearing because it really frustrates me, if you know what I mean. So let's see what Uncle Frank is saying. Then we're going to move on to someone else. The Sunday supplement on Sky, they were talking about it as well. So we're going to, listen, I've got time before I go to work. My last day at work. So tomorrow I'll be doing a regular streams, if you know what I mean. Please subscribe to Uncle Frank as well. As you guys already know, his channel. Please, please, please subscribe to him. So let's see what he's saying. I've heard the bits of this one, but he deserves, you know, to be on the stream and we talk about what he's saying as well. Yeah? All right, let's go. Please let me know if there's any echoes.
Hey everyone, I'm just an ordinary Liverpool supporter like you
Please
are
let me know
out
if there's
there.
any echoes. Echoes.
We're all Liverpool supporters. I'm just behind the team. I've been going since this fella here behind me. And I think this is the greatest banner ever put up, to be honest.
It is. It is. So let me just check, guys, because I need to fix this echo, yeah?
Put up, to be honest.
It is. It is an echo. So let me just check, guys, because I need to fix this echo, yeah? Yeah, you might have hair double things on here, you know what I mean? I don't want to, like, oh, it's annoying. It really annoys me, guys. Honestly, God, it really annoys me. I don't know what to do, man. I really don't know. It really annoys me, guys. It really annoys me. It's the screens. That's what it is.
It really is. I've seen all the banners, you know. I've seen them in Istanbul. I've seen them everywhere. It really is everywhere. But this, Shankly lives forever. Well, I go back to him. I'm what they call one of the old school Shankly lives supporters.
I don't know what to do, guys.
And there's many of us, by the way. So we've been from Shankly to Paisley.
Okay, let me see if I can fix this.
Paisley.
Okay. I don't know, guys. I really don't know what to do here. It's one of those things that is impossible to fix. Hey, it is honestly like it's taken over by stream. It's over. Oh man. Let's try it one more time.
To Fagan, to Kenny, right up to Julio, Rafa.
So let me see. I think I fixed it. There we go. Okay, let's start from the beginning and let me know if it's okay, yeah? If it goes bad, sorry. Okay, let's start.
Hi everyone. I'm just an ordinary Liverpool supporter like you are out there. We're all Liverpool supporters. We get behind the team. I've been going since this fella here behind me. And I think this is the greatest banner ever put up, to be honest. It really is. I've seen all the banners, you know. I've seen them in Istanbul. I've seen them everywhere. Everywhere. But this, Shankly lives forever. Well, I go back to him. I'm what you call one of the old school supporters. And there's many of us, by the way. So we've been from Shankly to Paisley to Fagan to Kenny, right up to Houllier, Rafa, and to Jurgen. I've left out a few, haven't I? Because they weren't much cop. And I'm not going to mention them. They're not worth mentioning. And when I mentioned Jurgen Klopp, he transformed Liverpool into a formidable team. Not
You see, guys, like just coming from the heart. You know what I mean? It really hurts them. You could see, like he doesn't need to make a video like this, but it comes from the heart. If you look at the older fans, you know what I mean, this is why they say how they feel. That's why I consider myself one of the. I'm not 47. You know what I mean, I'm not old, but I like to say I'm one of them because I respect them because I followed what Frank, blueprint is. Because when I was a kid, I used to watch Frank, you know what I mean, and the historian Frank, what he used to say about Liverpool, the city, the football club. I've seen him obviously on the Liverpool shows back in the day as well on the Liverpool channel, and he makes perfect sense. That's why I hang around with Frank, you know what I mean, and I like to get his expertise, and I like to chat with him. If you know what I mean, it's not like it's Frank, and he's a big Liverpool guy. He's been on Liverpool channel. It's nothing to do with that. It's someone that shares the same feelings that you have for your football club, and that's how I see Frank when I watch him. If you know what I mean, and he never fakes it. If you know what I mean, I've never hear him faking things. He doesn't want to say. Well, he doesn't say things. How do you say it? Like when we were speaking about the nerds in the other stream, guys, when I was explaining to you guys about the nerds of Liverpool fans, they fake what they're saying. They don't tell you the truth. They clickbait. That's what they do. But with Frank, it's a true feeling what he says. It doesn't matter what he is going to suffer outside, obviously, his channel. If he's never going to work for this, if he's never going to be sponsored for that, he says it how it is. That's what I prefer. It makes it more realistic, if you know what I mean, rather than fake. So that's why, with Frank, I've got all the time in the world for Frank. He's a genuine guy. He doesn't flip-flop. He's always sticks by his guns as well. And long may it continue, man, because, he's a generally a good guy. Let me just put it that way. And these are the people you're supposed to listen to, guys. You know what I mean? When he's on streamed live, doing his streams, go and support him because these are the kind of people you should be supporting. Not the ones who give you fake hopes every single time. I'm sorry, like, it hurts. Even Dean, Uncle Rod's, look at those guys. They share their feelings every single time. Uncle Rod stood by his guns, in regards to Arne Slot not being the man. And everybody turned on him. You don't know what you're talking about. You're not even a proper fan. That's all he's been hearing. But now, the people are eating the words. He was right about him all along. You got one thing right. He is a clown, LOL. Oh, yeah, definitely, bro. Yeah, say whatever you want, guys. That's why I put the chat up, man. And smash the likes, people. Big up, Dean, man. I hope you're okay, my bro. I haven't spoke for a while. Yeah. Slot gone on holiday again. That's what I've heard. I've heard the stories, guys. Like, he's gone on holiday again. Goodness gracious me. Like, what is going on with that manager, man? These are the times you're supposed to go and sort out the issues that you have. But he'd rather go on holiday? What a man. What a man.
Just in Europe, but throughout the world. An incredible feat he did. On a shoestring budget, by the way. On a shoestring budget. And when he left.
Hang on, guys. Let me just see what's going on here. Yeah. Yes, I figured it out.
A side that had just gelled. And then they brought in some fella. Unknown. I never heard of this fella myself. Fella named Arne Slot. Never heard of him. But we're getting back to him. And what did he leave us? He left us a side that had gelled the season he was leaving, Jurgen Klopp. Mm-hmm. And that side gelled, went on to win the league. Yep. And I've always said, without Mo Salah, that achievement would never have been without Mo Salah and his record golden boot and his record assists in the Premiership.
Well, he's spot on about Mo Salah, guys. That season, Mo Salah was amazing. Obviously, you saw what you saw. His assists, his goals, and changing of position to usual, like running up and down that wing. He did all he can. I remember there was a game at Man City. Trent was struggling throughout the game with Doku. Obviously, I think it was Doku. I don't know. One of the wingers, anyway. He just couldn't handle. I think it was Doku. He couldn't handle Doku. What did Salah do? He went back to defending. That's how much Salah, contributed in that season as well, guys. So he ain't wrong about that. And then, like, you look at the other day against Brighton, Salah wasn't playing. We're still playing the same shit that we normally play. Actually, the team missed Salah because, he runs towards goal. And that's what we don't do much of. If you look at the opposition goalkeeper, how often do we actually work the opposition goalkeeper? Zero. The tactics doesn't suit the players. The players don't suit the tactics. It's just a mess this manager has put in place. And, sometimes, like, you got to sit back and look at how we play. Then it might open up your eyes more. Like, we don't want to watch back games anymore because it's boring. But sometimes you have to watch back the games in order for you to do your stream and understand what exactly is the cause of the issues that we face. That's what people don't look at when you're watching Liverpool. I'm not watching it again. I'll go back now. You know what I mean? And I look at it. McAllister was further forward. Gravenberch was further back. Szoboszlai runs a bit everywhere like he always does. And Wirtz, don't know where he was in the whole game. Gakpo is Gakpo. You make a substitution. You take off, obviously, Ekitike in the first few minutes. You bring on Curtis Jones. What's the point of that? Are we going to keep possession throughout the game or are we going to attack? You've got to make your mind up, Arne Slot, with that one because it doesn't make sense. We need width. We need some pace in the team, which you've already sold majority of them. Diaz, Nunez, etc. If you know what I mean. So if you're going to sell players like that, you better make sure you bring enough back to help us out. But you're bringing on Curtis Jones. What is he going to do with pace? He's got no pace. He's going to pass side to side like he always does. Neat and tidy. That's all he does. But where is the, attacking side of the game? Where is troubling the opposition goalkeeper? Listen, guys, if you're an opposition goalkeeper, don't matter what team you are, play against Liverpool, man. You ain't going to be troubled. You ain't going to make a save. You're not even going to do anything. You're just going to be there throughout the game and have the most chill day in the history of football. That's how easy it is to play against Liverpool. Don't forget the goal we scored, Kirk scored, was a mistake because of the defender headed it back in the wrong direction. And then he just read the pass, chipped it over the goalkeeper, lobbed it over the goalkeeper and scored. So, even mistakes are the reasons we're scoring goals. It's not because of talent. It's not because of pure talent or anything like that. It's because of mistakes of the opposition. If you look at all the goals that we scored in the Premier League recently, apart from the Galatasaray game, it was pure talent because we played to the player's strengths. When you play to the player's strengths, that's how you perform. You do things that's extraordinary on the pitch, which is setting up for other players, scoring goals that you don't normally score, and having a game plan. Look at the first goal we scored against Galatasaray. It was from a corner. Why? Because that was set up in the training ground. That's what I've been saying for a while, guys. Like, what do we actually do in the training ground? Which is nothing. We don't do anything in the training ground. You know what I mean? We do one for the most important games like Galatasaray, where we need to qualify to get to the next round because we're a goal down, and then the next one we go back, we just chill, have a coffee, the usual coffee bar, kissing Salah's hand and all that stuff. He's the leader of the pack. That's all we do. Jones isn't good enough for Liverpool anyway, and never thought he was. Trudon, you could attest for me, bro. How long have I been saying this guy is just a clown? Nobody listens. Nobody listens, man. The guy is coming on and he's putting crisps on top of someone's head. Like, what is going on, man? Where's the seriousness for this football club? Do you actually care for Liverpool Football Club, or are you just a number? What's going on here, man? And the people that support that, what are you, man? Like, what do you actually look at when you look at that kid? He's 25 years old. He's a couple of years from his prime. What the hell? And we're still waiting for him 7 years later. It's too long. He's supposed to be the standards. He's supposed to be the one everybody should be looking at, given that he's all on the pitch. Local boy, Liverpool fan. That's what he's supposed to be. Oh, man. Big up, Fozi. We need to get back to the old mentality we had on the club. There's no mentality left, Tony. Honestly, bro, there's no mentality left. He's slowly draining everything out, mate. It's so sad when we watch Liverpool right now. I don't know what we're going to do in the summer, bro. I swear, I don't know what we're going to do in the summer. It looks to me, a lot of players will be leaving. It looks to me, it'll be impossible to get players in. If you're at the Champions League, bro, what can you bring in? You haven't got the Jurgen pull. I've been saying that for a while. This head coach has got no pull. So if he's going to stay next season, which I think he is, you could hate me for it, he's got no pull, man. One phone call from Jurgen and you're already en route. It doesn't matter if you're at the Champions League, in the Europa League, Conference League, at that. It doesn't matter. One phone call from Jurgen, next season we'll come back up even stronger. And I don't see it with this head coach. Remember, guys, like, we've had a lot of bad seasons under Jurgen because they didn't finance the team right. I mean, they didn't get the right players for him. We keep skipping it. Chouamini, Fekir, etc. We didn't get the right players that he wanted. So what did we do? We drop off that season. Injuries hit the players, we drop off. Injuries hit the players, we drop off because we didn't strengthen to the standards that we needed at the football club at the time. But we always come back stronger the next season. And that's something I don't see anymore at this football club. That's what I've always said. I'm worried that we're going to go back to the days of Konchesky's and all that stuff because that's the only route I see us heading towards. And that's a scary route because once you're in the mud, it's hard to get out that mud. You know, it's like a quicksand. That's what it is. It's like a quicksand. You step in it, you're going down. There's no way out of it. You're going down, you're going down, you're going down, you're going down. It's going to take you years to come back from that. And that's the situation we're in right now. Arne Slot's not the man. He never was the man. It's like Frank said. He took on a team that was just reaching their peak of their powers. That's what he did. That's why we did what we did that season. That team should have won the season before because of referee decisions and David Coote saying what he's saying. It cleared up a lot of things that referees were actually teaming up against Liverpool. Hence why we had those bad decisions in that season. Luis Diaz away at Tottenham, Doku at Anfield, etc., etc., etc. So things don't really change that much at Liverpool, guys. You know what I mean? It doesn't even need to be referees. We don't even discuss referees anymore. Now, we're self-sabotaging ourselves. You know what I mean? We go into games, we don't even prepare for games. We do some silly formations that don't even work. What punishment do these players get when they have a bad game? Oh, they go to the coffee bar and drink coffee. That's it. That's the punishment. Not staying after training, making sure you correct the way you play, not watching videos and showing you what mistakes that you actually do on the pitch. No, we don't do things like that. We just chill. We're just relaxed. And that's what we do now. And that's the scariest part of it. Those players, when I'm watching them guys, I got to be real with you before we continue with the video. They look unfit. They look really unfit. They're struggling to run. They're blowing air. So it clearly shows the training camp this summer that's just gone wasn't up to the standards that we normally have. I guarantee you, when Arne Slot leaves one day, inshallah, I hope so, the players will tell the truth. They're going to say the training was abysmal. I look like I can't do what I used to do anymore because of the lack of, training styles that we used to have in the past. What did Jurgen used to do when he got back the team in the summer? He put them through marathons. Remember, guys, it's like a boot camp. He makes them run, do a bleep test, and if you don't do it right, you're going to do it again. If you don't do it right, you're going to do it again. That's how it was. That's how much work he put into preseason. And this manager does not do that. He's always struggling throughout the season because he doesn't prepare the team in the right way. He doesn't, man. After the Galatasaray game, you expect the team to be the same formation, same tactics, players running the same way, dominating the ball more. But it didn't. We just looked all over the place. Brighton should have been at least 3 or 4 goals up in that game. Brighton was that good. And Brighton haven't been, the Brighton that we know this season either. Brighton doesn't sit back. Brighton doesn't do low blocks. Brighton played the game. And you saw that manager, the Brighton manager against Arsenal, when he criticised Arsenal for being too time wasting, as they say. So there's no excuses from Arne Slot this time. Brighton ain't low blocking. They're not stopping you playing football. You got outrun. You got out dominated. You got bullied. Look at the first goal they scored. Konate, far post, little nudge, falls forward, and a goal goes in by Welbeck. That's how easy it is, guys. I wouldn't play Konate again. That's how I see it. He's got no commitment to Liverpool anymore. He wants to go to Real Madrid. Start playing Gomez. I don't care. It's only 7 games to go anyway. Let him get injured. I don't give a damn. Just play him. Honestly, just play Gomez now. Let Konate sit it out. Go and think about your move to Real Madrid. Thank you very much. Because that push the other day, that little nudge, for a guy his size, where he should be actually headbutting the ball and the guy at the same time and using his elbows, wasn't good enough in my opinion. And then you look at the second goal, 4 instances. I said 3 during the live stream, but it was 4 instances in that goal. The build-up play, the cross from the left, the cross from the right, and the tap-in. So you had 4 times, yeah, you could have done something to stop that ball going into the back of the net, and you couldn't even do it. It's absolutely disgusting what I saw in that goal. 4 instances. The build-up play you could have stopped. You could have stopped the cross. You could have stopped the second cross, and you could have stopped the finish. Take up positions, man. Stop the damn things going into the back of the net. But you don't even do that. Personally, I think we're the most, less energetic team in the Premier League ever when I'm watching us this season. We don't stop crosses. Look at Brighton. Did you ever see crosses from Liverpool at any time? How often do we actually cross balls into the box? Pause. Practically 1 or 2 probably in the whole game. Why? Because they work hard to stop the cross going in. How hard do we work to stop the crosses going in, guys? Forget about the crosses. How hard do we actually work in that midfield to stop the ball for the ball to stop the ball going through the middle? That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. We were struggling the ball coming through the middle. Now we're struggling from crosses. We take set pieces, 8 set pieces a game, 9, 15 max sometimes. Do we actually trouble the opposition goalkeeper from set pieces? Are we brave enough to even put the ball in the back of the net? No, because we're not good enough. We're awful. And these are the kind of things you got to sort out in the training ground. These are the kind of things you look at and you buy the right players for that position. And we're rubbish, man. We are absolutely rubbish. We're too relaxed under Slot. I wouldn't be surprised if Slot flies out to Dubai on holiday this week. Are you shocked? Come on, bro. He's already gone, I've heard. So it is what it is. It is what it is, man. I'm not here crying about Arne Slot anymore. It's the same cycle over the season, man. We've seen this before. To the point you just get tired of it. You can't be asked anymore. 10 years Jurgen worked on this. I know I keep going back to it. 10 years Jurgen worked on this. And it has been destroyed in 1 season. 1 season, 10 years of hard work to get us back to winning Premier League titles. It's been destroyed by 1 season, man. 10 years, man. Hard work. 1 season destroyed. Remember that, guys. If you've seen the clip of Callum's chair buckling under him, nah, I didn't see that, bro. That's old Arne Slot's fault. I blame Arne Slot for that. But Frank, big up. I could see you there, mate. I could see you there. That's you, mate. That's you. That's you on the screen. I like this video, Frank. I really like it, mate. Keep videos like this coming, mate. It's good. It's very, very good.
Think about that. If Mo Salah was being out of the equation, we would never have won it. So, Slot. People saying, oh, yeah, he was great. He won us the league. He done this and he done that. It was Jurgen Klopp's squad that won the league. At the end of the season, we won the league. What did he do? Broke it up. We got rid of young players. Young players. We got rid of our 2 presses. This is my opinion. Those 2 presses were Diaz and Nunes. He got rid of them.
Yep.
Captain Chaos. people were saying, oh, I'm glad he's gone. Why? Oh, well, he hit the bar, he hit the post. Darwin Núñez scored goals. And for him to hit the bar and the post and everything else to go with it. And he did assists, by the way. So to hit the bar and the post, he had to be in the right place at the right time. Didn't he? Look at Diaz. Incredible. For Bayern Munich.
Yep.
He's absolutely incredible. But fans say, oh, well, he was 28 years of age, so, we got money for him. The team was broken up. And who broke it up?
Honestly.
Obviously, it must have been Slot and Hughes.
He's 100% right with that one. Like, I didn't mind him leaving. I did not mind Diaz leaving, as long as you got a suitable replacement similar to him. Remember what Jurgen used to do, guys? He used to get rid of players, but buy similar players or slightly more talented players, if you know what I mean, have more ability in their game. That's what Jurgen used to do. But this guy just gets rid of players and there's nothing coming in. How does that work? I mean, you got to speak to the owners. You got to speak to the people that's recruiting. Okay, if Diaz is leaving, is anyone coming in? No. So why would I want to lose him? Diaz actually made a lot of difference last season, people. People forget that. He's got the best out of Gakpo as well. Gakpo did not play the way he's been playing this season. Gakpo was on the front foot. Gakpo was scoring goals. Gakpo was like assisting Salah for goals last season. You know what I mean? Second to him, I think, at one stage, in the goals, when he obviously top scorers and all that stuff. So I think he's got about 10 goals in the Premier League last season. And that's not something we see from a lot of players, if you know what I mean, from in the Premier League season. So he has goal return. He has been up there, if you know what I mean, for a guy who plays on the left. And I think he scored more or less every game in the Champions League last season as well. So he contributed a lot, Gakpo, last season. That's because of Diaz pressure on the left and Diaz pressure at front. So when you put Diaz as a striker and then you put Gakpo on the left, the pressure on the opposition is pretty high because you're committing them to make mistakes. And that's why Diaz was so good playing as a striker as well. The interchanging of the team was amazing, if you know what I mean. Sometimes Salah was out, sometimes you see Diaz on the right, Gakpo on the left, and then probably a striker like Núñez at front. So it was interchanging throughout the team. There was pressure from behind every single time, post. So if you look at the players that was already on the pitch, if they dropped off form, there's always someone there like Jota, Núñez, rest in peace, Jota, by the way, Núñez, etc., that's pushing you. I mean, Elliott covering for Salah on the right. You got obviously Gakpo and Diaz on the left. So you always had someone that's more than capable of taking your place if you're dropping off form. Now you don't have that. We're playing the same 11 every game, if you know what I mean. So even though we did that a lot last season, but you still had to cover for each positions, if you know what I mean. And the manager actually gave opportunities to a lot of them, which he's not this season for some reason. But then again, you look at Arne Slot. What can justify his moods? Nothing, because his moods are like swinging all over the place. He's making enemies out of players that's giving you 100% on the pitch, like Chiesa, Endo, etc. What have those guys ever done to him? That's why I don't understand why they don't play. I don't understand why those players don't play. You're not winning, bro. You're not doing anything out of the ordinary when we're watching you. So just play them. This is the perfect opportunity to play those players and give them a chance. Look at Endo at Sunderland away. Man of the match performance. Damaged his leg. Still stood up and played and gave you 100%. That's what you need, bro. Not these prima donnas that's got bloody Jerry curls and shit. And spraying their hair every freaking time before they go out on the pitch. Come on, man. You got to be serious here. It's sad. It's really, really sad how things have turned out, man. I'm telling you guys, we got to, as they say, pull the cord, man, or, cut the cord. You got to do it. Otherwise, this infection will spread, guys. It's going to be a tragedy at Liverpool Football Club. I'm telling you guys, it will be unstoppable. Then again, do these owners want to be successful? That's another question you have to ask yourself as well. What kind of ownership do we have that, can make us successful continuously instead of sometimes? I don't even think we're going to be scattered champions anymore, like every 5 years, etc. The way we're heading at the moment. We're going into a place where we can't recover from. That's how bad it's getting. Well, I'm scared, man. I'm really, really scared. I've been here before, guys. Frank's been here before. Frank has been here since the Shankly days. I've been here since Kenny Fagan days. You know what I mean? So we know what we saw. We know what we did under those, mediocre managers that we used to have. We don't want to go down that route. We got to learn from past mistakes. But we don't do that enough. And, you got to think to yourself, when I saw that around the table, that looks like to me a plan for next season. Not this season, next season. So they're already planning for next season because they've got an excuse for this season to not perform to the highest level as they should. So even around the table, the way they were speaking, what we should have done the first season, we're doing this season. That's how I took it when I listened to them. They used Jota. They used new players coming in. They used so much rubbish. So much rubbish in that round the table. To me, it looked like they were planning for the new season. And they are willing to take a hit. They are willing to take a hit this season, being out of the Champions League, for them to restart next season with Arne Slot at the helm. But nobody's looking at that. It's all right if you don't talk, I think. Oh, thank you, bro. Fix. Thank you very much. Big up Uncle Rods. Please subscribe to Uncle Rods. Is in the house, man. Who's the bomber just hidden there? Frank Carlisle is no ordinary fan. Historian, historical solid legend. Of course, bro. Of course, man. 100%. Salah FC. Oh, I don't know about Salah FC. The stuff about Salah. Responsible for the mess. I don't know about that, bro. I don't know goal ratio. Salah wasn't playing the other day. Look how how they performed. Still the same. Nothing's changed. Frank is a great guy, passionate about the club, tells things how it is. That's what I'm saying. That's how I'm saying, man. That's what I mean about Frank. I don't beat around the bush with Frank's statements. You know what I mean? He says it from the heart, and he knows what I say about him. I don't need to tell him. He knows what I say about him. Big up Abdasi over there. Big up Clive, my bro. Nems is in the house. I'm just going through the comments. TW, of course, as always. Appreciate that, TW. Yeah, let's continue with Frank, guys.
Richard Hughes. Because Richard Hughes brought in this fella named Arne Slot. Unknown. This is Liverpool Football Club. Liverpool Football Club. One of the greatest clubs in world club football. In fact, I think it is in the top 5 of world club football clubs. Incredible achievements they've done. They're the best side in British football, obviously. But the European Cups we won. 6 of them. 6 of them. So what's happened now? This season, as champions, we're fighting for 5th place. Think about that. The last 2 Premiership games, Spurs were a makeshift side, struggling, trying to get out of the relegation zone. What did we do? We played dire football.
That's a common occurrence, isn't it, guys? If you look at the football that we play, it is dire. It's such a shame how this football club is gone, man. You go to Anfield nowadays, guys, you fall asleep. You know what I mean? It's so bad, you fall asleep. I fell asleep in the last game I was at, and that was Leeds United. Was it 0-0? I can't even remember the game. I was there. It was 0-0. So I fell asleep. I couldn't stay awake. My wife kept on like nudging me every single time to stay awake. I just couldn't. I was tired because I drove all the way down, innit? And when I'm watching boring football, I'll fall asleep. I don't care. I'll fall asleep. Even if there's, 60,000 fans shouting, you won't wake me up. That's for sure. Frank doesn't like FSG, but nobody can change that, though. I don't like FSG, bro. I never did. I just want them to go back to their own place and go and manage their baseball team. Liverpool Football Club should not be second best to anybody. It's like Uncle Rod said, we have to wait our turn for spending after 5 clubs, whatever they own, Red Sox, the Penguins, the American football team. I don't know what they own. They own so many stuff. So basically, you go around and you got to wait for your turn. What kind of shit is that? You need ownership that cares about the football club. Not even that. That only owns you. That are willing to spend only on you. That's what you need, and that's what we don't have. You know what I mean? Like, and it's annoying, and people don't look at it from that way. They saved us. I love the Liverpool fans for their loyalty, yeah. But at some stage, you gotta say, when is the time? When is the time to dominate? When is it our time to be them again, him again? I mean, you gotta start thinking like that. It's like Frank said, we're one of the top 5 in European football. That means world football, because European football is it. Why are we acting like we're Bournemouth, man? Why are we acting like we're below that, like Brentford and things like that? We only spend when we can spend, not like we spend to win things. Get the players that fit the system that we have to make us even better. Get a player similar to the last one or slightly better. Why don't we do things like that? We've got rid of 13 players last summer, guys, yeah? You know how many we got in? 7. 13 players and 7 coming in. Out 13, 7 coming in. Out 13, 7 coming in. Is that math right? Or am I wrong here? I thought like you get rid of 13 players, you bring in the same amount. That's what I thought like football is, the strength and depth to make you competitive. That's what I thought it was. It's beyond belief. Oh, we spent half a billion. No, we didn't. If you look at the net spent, it's 230 million. And plus, we're still like getting rid of a lot of wages, so they don't put into that the finance. So it might match up to 0. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what it is. If you get rid of the wages as well, some players go out, on loan and all that stuff. It might match up to 0. So we practically spent nothing. We just made our squad weaker than what it was last season. So how is that right in any way of life? I don't understand, man. I really don't understand. Nobody likes FSG, man. If you do, then there's something wrong with you, man. In my opinion, in a way. In my opinion. I don't trust, people that don't focus on a club solely, if you know what I mean. They haven't even got a stand to build this season. So what's your excuse for not spending? Think about it that way, guys. Like, what is your excuse for not spending this season? You're not building a stand. Salah hens have come home to roost. No bloody old ratio. Big up, bro. Big up, my guy. The decline. No, I don't think so, bro. We've rebuilt that team from scratch. Are you forgetting, bro? We should have won the league the season before he arrived. We was always destined to do something the season after, even with Jurgen in charge, because the other 2 dropped off. They have to transition. Don't forget Man City and Arsenal at the time. So yeah, I don't think it declined before he arrived, because the average age was what 24. So that's how it was. Big up, Nate. What are you saying, my guy? The club is beyond a disgrace right now. The fact that the hierarchy hasn't sacked this manager shows they don't have the best interest of Liverpool. Listen, they're not interested in winning. This is what I think where people misunderstand the ownership and Liverpool Football Club. You, as a fan, is interested in winning. Them, they're just interested in finance, making sure the club is not in debt, make sure the club recoups money, sponsorships, etc. Look at the way the players dress before games nowadays. Louis Vuitton, whatever it's called, they dress in Ralph Lauren, clothing. I think that's what it was. Bags, Ralph Lauren shirts, jackets. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right. I'm not very good with words sometimes. Yeah, so if you look at them, they're all dressed up like that. This is what we face nowadays, guys. We're a modeling agency. Our game has become what it is in America now. Similar to that now. It's so sad. It's unreal. Honestly, like we've become what we despise. We become what we did not want to be for years and years. We always said that when we was younger. Because ask Frank, you don't believe me. I hope these people from overseas don't come to our game and destroy it like they did in their own country. That's what we're becoming now. We're becoming a modeling agency. Football is a business now, guys. Like, you're selling players, mate. You're selling players to the market nowadays. That's why, Alisson's got long hair. Soboslai's got long hair. Have you guys seen the advertisement they do nowadays? You know what I mean? Our captain is doing Expedia adverts nowadays. I see him on TV every time now. I mean, booking flights and shit. I bet he's the one who books Arne Slot's flights. You know what I mean? So this is how we become. We become an advert for everybody else. We forgot the football. Our football club has forgotten we're a football club that's only interested in winning. You know what I mean? We're slowly disappearing from that mentality at Liverpool Football Club. Once you disappear from that, guys, like, it'd be hard to get back, and that's what's worrying. That is what's worrying about Liverpool Football Club. It'll be hard to bring that back. But people, like, share, and subscribe, man. Big up Clive as always, bro. Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you, my guy. We would have lost 5 by 5 against Brighton if Salah FC was playing. I don't know about that, bro. I'm not gonna blame just one player. It's the system, man. The system just killed everybody. He wasn't even playing. Look how bad we was. We didn't even create any chances, bro. Even the goal we scored, it was created by the opposition. Says enough for me.
And we couldn't beat them. Then we played Galatasaray. Now, I said before my podcast, well, Jordan, I said Galatasaray are a woeful side. We should beat these handsomely, albeit that we were beaten before by them. So I said, we'll beat them easily, which we did, because they were woeful.
They were.
Absolutely woeful. But you get fans, I'm not saying you personally, but you get other fans, even journalists saying, what a great win. Forgetting that Galatasaray were dying.
Yep.
Woeful. And they allowed us to play.
He's right, 100%. They were absolutely diabolical, guys. Honestly, watching them, I could not believe how dominant we was. This is a bad Liverpool team, by the way. Like, they didn't even create a chance. You know what I mean? So much so, I saw some streams, people saying we're back. We're gonna win the Champions League and all that stuff. I was like, what? Like, what are we watching, man? Big up Beans and Toast, by the way. Big up Touchline. I'll see you there, bro. Like, what are we exactly watching for you to even think we're gonna be competing for the league? Sorry, for the Champions League. Like, well, don't you get, like, in the Champions League, those teams are better than what we face in the Premier League? The only way we get chances in that is because they play their own game. They don't play this low block football. They don't play anti-football like the Premier League is this season. They play their own game. That's why we beat them sometimes, because we can play against that. That's no problem. But at some stage, that's going to run out when we face a good team. You know what I mean? God, that's right. Ain't a good team. And we lost to them twice this season already in the Champions League. They're very bad. They're very, very bad. That performance that you saw at Anfield, that's how bad they are. Because we should have scored more than what we did. We had, I think, a goal disallowed or 2. So it just shows how bad Galatasaray is. They don't win away from home. They win at home, but they don't win. They never win away from home. So I wasn't fooled. You know what I mean? I came on, I think, after that game, and I said, like, I don't know what you guys are watching. People telling me in the comment, oh, we're back. We might do something in the Champions League. I said, I don't know what football you're watching, man. Liverpool's not changed. I can see the same shit happening again. What happened? Next game, Brighton got battered. Battered by a 40-year-old midfielder, Milner. Battered by another 40-year-old, Welbeck. They dominated us. So much so, their best players were on the fucking bench. Think about what I'm saying, guys. Matoma and all these guys, Balaba, on the bench. Think about it, man. They didn't even play them. They took the piss. They made a mockery out of us. They limited us to no chances. The goal we scored was a gift. It's embarrassing. Matoma on the bench, Balaba on the bench. They bring on Milner and Welbeck, 40-year-olds. And play the right back who's not even a right back. It's embarrassing, bro. 4-year-olds outrunning our midfield, outshowing our players. Look at my eyes. Can't you see? I'm fucking frustrated. I was doing the watch along and I had a comment on there telling me like how good we could have been and all that stuff. And I said, what are you watching, bro? I even said dickhead at the end of the show. I can't believe I even swore like that. So wake up. We're fucked. And I said dickhead at the end of it. I couldn't believe I even said that. Oh, man. 40-year-olds outrunning our players, man. Pushing our defender, the beast as we call him, Konate at the back. Van Dijk running around like a headless chicken. What is going on with us, man? We take off Konate, we take off Frimpong and put midfielders as centre back and right back. Who does things like this? Like, where is it going with this? Where are we going? You're putting a defensive midfielder who can't defend in defence. What's simpler, centre back or defensive midfielder? He can't even do the simple job when he's got a gang around him. And you're putting him as a centre back. Each time he puts Gravenberch as a centre back, just call it a day because we're not going to win that game. How often did we win when Gravenberch reverts to centre back position? How often do we actually win? None. We won one game this season. He played as a centre back throughout the game. That's it. He's already struggling in midfield as a defensive midfielder. Then you put him as a centre back. Then you put on Curtis Jones as a right back. What is going on? Like, are we going mental or what? He keeps doing this again, but it never works. And I've always told you guys, we go a goal down, quit the TV and the streams. Go home, make a cup of tea, go make something to get out of that. We're finished. We get an equaliser. What do we normally do? We sit back. They come on to us again. Listen, Brighton could have scored whatever they wanted. That's how good they've been. I don't think they were fantastic in the game, but that's how good they were against us. They scored whenever they wanted. It was so easy. Tap-ins, man. Look at the both goals. Tap-ins. We're shit. We're rubbish. I don't know what people watch. I honestly don't know what people watch. A 40-year-old and another 40-year-old. I don't know how old Welbeck is. He's around the same age, probably 35. Let me check, man. I could be wrong with his age. Don't want to insult the guy. He's around that age anyway, man. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to... Well, yeah. Well, 35. I was right the second time. 35-year-old. A 40-year-old and a 35-year-old dominating that team. Doesn't that tell you something? Exactly. Like when are we going to wake up, everybody? All this positive side of the game doesn't exist when people that age are dominating your forward line, so your defense and your midfield. Like, wake up. We're shit. We are done. We don't create anything. Goodness gracious me, man. I really don't understand. Get rid now. We still got a chance of top 5. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen, bro. We were winning against the Spurs. Salah came on. Spurs score. I know you hate Salah, bro. Give it a rest now, please, man. I just can't be asked about Salah anymore, bro. I think it's the systematic issue. I think it's the management issue. Salah is still 33. Remember, bro? He won. What age did he win the awards? 33. So let's calm down with that. Those owners are a disgrace. Even when they were buying Liverpool, I never wanted them at Liverpool. We just go in full cycle, don't we, Pauline? We get rid of the same people and we bring in the same people. They're still doing con artist stuff on us. They're con artists. That's what they are. They will make you believe Liverpool is the greatest team that ever existed, but they will shortchange you at the same time. You know what I mean? So, and not only that, you'll get those excuses, for them at the same time. But they spent 450 million this season. I'll give them a buy, but not looking at the bigger picture. We've got worse. You buy players, but you don't get rid of the entire first team that won you the Premier League last season. You gradually do that. Slowly, you transition. Slowly. But they don't even do that. Slot never plays Ekatike with Rio and Chiesa. I know that, bro. Big up TW, bro. Nems, we need Javi Alonso. I need Klopp, bro. That's what I need. I need a psychological help at the moment, man. I'm going mental, bro. I'm calling people dickheads, you know what I mean? After the show. What the hell is going on here, man? Big up, Frank. Who's that in the middle of the screen? Anyway, the salute man has to go, mate. I agree, sir. I agree, Mr. Frank. Please subscribe to the uncle. 4-3-3 is our best formation. Yeah, but we're not going to play that, bro. He wants to play this, Gakpo and all that stuff in the team again and again and again and again, as always. Oh, man, we're in trouble, man. The hell is this? These scammers, man. Absolute scammers everywhere. You're getting messages, emails from scammers all the way, man. Fozi is older than Frank. Names, you are right. For once, I agree with you. I agree with you. I'm older than Frank. Frank is young, man. Frank is young. Of course he's older. There you go. I agree with both of you. All of you. Oh, so you agree with each other. Damn you guys, man. What's wrong with you, man? Don't make fun of me. Diaz could do proper win-back stuff, but Gakpo can't. You're spot on. Gakpo is just a number on the pitch now, bro. He's nothing. He's done, man. He's called it a day. As soon as he signed that contract, I got my contract. I could do whatever I want. We don't make people work for their contracts anymore at Liverpool. We just hand it out, man. We just hand it out. Big up, my bro, Eid Mubarak, Mr. Abdul. Big up, bro. No fight, no physicality. You're right, bro. 10 games we've lost this season. 10 games, bro. Embarrassing. In the Premier League, that is, by the way. Beyond that, it's the League Cup, Champions League twice, probably, etc.
Just to play with intensity. So everybody was there till I was. I never want Liverpool to...
Hang on a second. Wild Dead Wolf? Really? Nah, that's not him, is it? Damn. Big up, my bro. Big up, my guy. I'll come to your comment in a minute. Salah never let anyone play, right? It was only AFCON that allowed it. Oh, goodness me. Goal ratio. I think we've got to calm down with Salah. Forget about what you see this season. Remember what the guy that did for the football club as a human being. Just look at it from that point of view. Big up, Mr. Cop Father, as always. I can't believe I just seen like a few old faces on here, guys. Like Wild Dead Wolf. I see Steven the other day. You know what I mean? People I haven't seen for years, man. Crazy. Why wasn't Chiesa allowed to start against Brighton on the right? Could have played 60 minutes. I agree, bro. I agree with you. That one I agree with 100%. But they've destroyed that guy's confidence so much. There's no point, man. He has to go. Yeah, Rio shows more passion than Gakpo. That's what I meant to say. I know he's young, but we got to play him. I don't care who plays anymore, bro. I think we've come to the stage. We're in such a bad position. As long as this head coach is here, we're gonna be struggling like this. That's how I see it, bro. That's how I see it. Rio should start ahead of Gakpo on the left. Slow Chiesa is better than Salah on the right. Maybe so, if you say that, bro. No depth and no rotation. Yeah. There's nothing in this team, bro, anymore. We're done. We're calling it a day. We gave serious and willing to... We don't give serious and willingness to win trophies. Our weakness, not pressing, low block, set pieces, nothing will change. Under Arne Slot, you meant to say Hughes and Edwards and FSG. Yeah. To me, they all got to leave, my bro. I'm done. Big up Clark, man. Mate, you made your mod. I don't even see you anymore. What's going on, Clark Kent, man? FSG out now. Yeah, everybody. Let me see that to the poll. Where are we in the poll while Frank is speaking?
So everybody was there till I was. I never want Liverpool to get beat or anything like that. I've been, as I said, a supporter since the Shankly days. As a 15-year-old, I was at Wembley.
Look at that.
To see them lift the FA Cup for the first time.
1965.
I was at Rome to see us lift the European Cup for the first time. I was at Wembley the following year in 78. Man.
Come on, Frank. Let them know.
To see them retain it. The first British side to retain the European Cup.
Come on, Frank. First European side. Let me go back. Sorry about that, guys.
And that's all in the past.
Past tense.
Great history.
That's
on
a past
massive
tense.
wall at Anfield. So getting back today, as champions, we're fighting for third place. Let that sink in.
What a joke.
Third place. Not third place, fifth place. I'm sorry.
Yep. Got it right, Frank.
I do apologise.
No, don't apologise.
For fifth place as champions.
Joke.
Premier League champions. So whose fault is it? Whose fault is it? And I've got to say that it's Slots, because he came up with a system which is, I've used the terminology, haven't I, by saying woeful. And this system is woeful. His tactics. You've only got to look at Mo Salah, who I mentioned, with his record assists in the Premiership only last season.
Yep.
His golden boot. And look at him this season. He's not even... he's been terrible. A world-class player. And he's been terrible. But you've got to ask, why? All of a sudden, overnight, he becomes... And fans were getting on his back. Mo Salah's one of the greatest players. So you've got to ask why, all of a sudden, he became a scapegoat.
Exactly, guys. Exactly, mate. 100%, Frank. You are right, mate. 100%. Big up, Clark Kent, man. I agree with Frank. I agree with Frank, guys. Wholeheartedly, I agree with Frank. Like, how can players be that bad that quickly? Because they don't fit in the system that we play. I've been saying it the whole season. The system that this guy is playing, none of these players are part of that. It needs pace. It needs technical ability with that. And we've got none of that. We've got so many technical players, but they can't even pass from A to B. So when they even do that, who can they pass to that's going through on goal? Our strikers come back and collect the ball now. Ekitike always comes back and collects the ball. I want you to be on the last bet at times. You could match it up. Sometimes come and get the ball. Sometimes go the other way. That's what you do. And we don't even have that. We don't even... Let me ask you a question, guys. When was the last time we actually put a through ball towards the forward line and someone was running onto it and then putting it in the back of the net? We don't even do that no more. It's so bad. Oh my goodness gracious me. Copfather says, let's be honest here. It's not just FSG, Hughes, Edwards, Slot. It's all about the collectively, and Hogan scouting talent is a disgrace. Yeah, when he said that in the bro, Copfather, nobody is actually going back to that around the table and listening to what ridiculous stuff that's being said. They're not even nobody is thinking about this. People, go and watch around the table again with open mind. Just listen carefully what they're saying. Then you'll be shocked. They're planning for next season, man. Not only are they planning for next season, they've given this season away. And Billy Hogan scouts for players. What the hell was going on here? Billy Hogan as a scout? Oh my God. We can't pay scouts anymore. We're just letting internal executives do the scouting for us. FSG out now. I agree with you, bro. They're winning the poll as well by 37 points. The second place is Slot, 34 points. Rodrigo is in the house. Yes, sir. Thank you for everybody. You know what I say? The biggest club in England. Do we act like the biggest club in England? No. Biggest chump in England? Yeah, man. Big up Beans and Toast. Like and subscribe, road to 5,000. Maybe one day I'll get there, you know what I mean? Eh? Let's all get there.
Let's all get there, people. We'll get to 5,000 one day. It'll be a dream come true. We can all sing Kumbaya, Kumbaya.
You never know, man. You never know. Nems is that guy, man. With these jokes. Smash the likes from Beans and Toast. I'm just going through the comments, guys, before I continue with Frank. Big up, King. What are you saying? Hiya, Fozi. And Frank, of course, we're all here. Beans again. Our standards has dropped. We need to be going for titles and UCLs every season. That's what Liverpool was built for, bro. But people forgot who we are. We're forgetting who we are. That's how bad things are getting, my guy. If you know what I mean. Look who it is. Look who it is. This guy used to help me out on the channel on a regular basis. Yeah, just disappeared. I hope your family and you're good in health, my brother. I really hope, Wild Dead Wolf. I haven't seen you for a long time, bro. I was asking about you. I ask about a lot of people that I don't see for a while as well, man. So I hope you're okay. I hope everything is good with you. Health, family, everything, man. Really hope so. Appreciate you coming on, my guy. Slot has to go. Now that we have international break, it's the perfect timing. It is in normal circumstances, Rodrigo, but we ain't going to do that because we're a nice club, bro. That's what we are. We are a nice club, not a ruthless club, a nice club. That's what we are, bro.
You've got to ask yourself, though. And whose fault is it? Obviously, it goes to the backroom staff and the coach. Must do. You've got Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah, no captain, man. They're no captain at this football club anymore. Big up back here, man. Appreciate you coming on, my brother.
Playing average football.
Mm-hmm.
Virgil van Dijk.
Virgil, mate.
One of the greatest centre-halves.
Oh, yes.
Ever.
Ever.
And I keep saying, I've seen players from Shankly days right through. And Virgil van Dijk was one of the greatest. Mo Salah, one of the greatest. One of the greatest legends ever to play for Liverpool Football Club. And all of a sudden, we've gone down a path where there's no turning back, in my opinion.
No.
Because of this coach and his backroom staff. We were beaten this season 3 times on the trot. Where did he go? He went to Dubai on a holiday during the international break. He never went up to the AXA to see why we lost these 3 games on the trot. Where is he today?
Dubai.
I'll guarantee you now that he'll be in Holland because it's the international break.
Of course, we know that.
Should he be there? Where does his family live? Oh, that's like, yeah, his family live in Holland. Why isn't his family living here? That's a disruption. That's a disruption to our great club.
Mm-hmm.
His wife and children don't even live here. So that affects him. And it affects everything. I've been looking at training. I stopped looking at it. Because I said, what kind of training is this?
Don't waste your time, Frank.
Throwing medicine balls at each other. Medicine balls. What's that going to do? And we know that Liverpool players get tired after about 80 minutes. What's that all about? So where's the intensity?
That's because they didn't prepare for the season, Frank. That's the whole point I've been trying to tell you guys all season. The lack of preparation is destroying these players. Not only that, you're making players do things they're not supposed to do. Like you're making McAllister do more running than he should do, if you know what I mean. He should be a double pivot with Gravenberch, not moving from that area instead of like running up and down the pitch. But he's running up and down the pitch. And then you look at Gravenberch, he leaves his position, hence why the gap through the middle always appears. He's supposed to be sitting in front of that defense rank. That's the difference. But we don't even do that anymore, bro. They leave their position, which makes it easier for the opposition to go in that position and score a goal. It's just easy as that. Easy like Sunday morning, mate. He's not playing to the player's strengths. I keep telling you guys that every single time. He's making our players look rubbish. That's how bad it's got. Last season, what was Liverpool great at? Let me give you a graphic, guys, yeah? Let me show you what we did great last season in regards to the midfield, if you know what I mean. This is how we play now, right now. Okay, I'll get back to Frank's, obviously, video very soon. So, what was we good at last season? Why did Liverpool win the league last season? I'm just going to use these players because I don't want to change anything. I know Alisson's going to go on, Robertson's left back, probably Gomez right back, whatever, or Bradley, etc. What was we good at last season? Look at us right here, guys. This is how bad we are at the moment. We're all over the place. He's not an athlete. He's a number 10. He's not a 10 for us. He might be a 10 for Argentina, but he should be here. You know what I mean? So this is how far we are apart on the pitch, and we leave this guy astray. And this guy can't help himself at times because he's too far up, which there's a gap here every single time behind him. This gap is what appears in every game that we play, guys, and nobody ever talks about it. This here. This is where the opposition attacks. They pass the ball at the back every single time, the opposition, until they find someone who's free in this area. Give you this. In this area. So they always pass it around there, then go back here, then go back here. As soon as they find the person, he's there. The ball's dim. They attack, they score a goal or create a chance. That's how easy it is for opposition, guys. This gap always appears in the middle because our midfielders are too far up, or the lack of athleticism is what destroys them coming back. That's why you always see McAllister blowing air every time he runs back. Szoboszlai, sometimes he's quick, sometimes he's slow, sometimes very good, sometimes very bad. You know what I mean? That's how it is. That's how it is in our football club. Nobody looks at this gap here. What was Fabinho, Henderson, and Wijnaldum good at? If one of them goes forward, let me take this cone away. If one of them goes forward, like from the free, there's always a player back there. If you know what I mean. But now, look, we've even played this guy as a striker the other day. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. So say Fabinho goes forward, Wijnaldum was there. Say if Wijnaldum goes forward, Henderson was there. But there's always insurance. There's always a player around Henderson or Fabinho. That's how it was. We don't do this switch. So let me give you an example of last season. McAllister and Gravenberch, yeah. So Szoboszlai was there. Jota, Diaz, whatever, yeah. Salah on the right. So what did these three do last season? They were switching a lot. If he goes forward, he gets back here. If he goes forward, he gets back here. There's always insurance, and you never see goals coming through the middle at all. But you had Szoboszlai obviously in the middle that was just making those runs over here, making the opposition hurry up with their passes, making them make mistakes. So if they do a long ball, Van Dijk and Konate retain it and pass it to the talented players to go forward. And once we go forward, we create a chance. Once we create a chance, we score a goal, or we do something about it. That's how it was. Those areas were always covered. This season, it's like this. It's so bad. It's an empty because the lack of athleticism. When you got lack of athletes on the pitch, running back is a big problem. And as you can see, when they're running back, they're blowing air. It's not just McAllister. Look at the other players like Gravenberch and Szoboszlai and etc. They can't run back. And not only that, you got to put on top of all that stuff the lack of pace up front. Last season, we had Jota, who's got a bit of pace. We had Diaz, who's got pace. We had Salah, who's got pace. Gakpo, who has some sort of pace. But everybody, when the ball was going through, were getting goals, chipping the goalkeeper, scoring it in. Like, the ball was always heading towards the gaps every single time. This season, the ball is played around here, goes there, goes back, goes back, goes back, goes back. Then it goes back, then it goes there again, then it goes here. Then he goes here, then he goes back, then he goes to the midfield, then he goes there, then he goes there, then he goes there. There's never a ball in the box. Have you guys noticed that? There's never a ball around these gaps here, nothing like that. It's always the same thing every single time we play this season. And it's not going to change anytime soon, guys. It's still going to continue like this. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Last season, it was insurance everywhere. If a player goes forward, another player comes back here. If Salah goes inside, Soboslai goes here, and it goes like this. There's always insurance somewhere, if you know what I mean. Now, we don't have that anymore, man. It's a joke. It's amateur football at its best. We're so crap. It's unreal, man. Yeah, man. That's what people haven't looked at this season, man. We're too much of, trying to attack rather than think about defending first, then attack second. That's how you're supposed to think. Keeping clean sheets, get a goal, you win, right? You can see the goal, you more or less lose. So keeping clean sheets should be your priority at any way of the game. If you're watching a game, if you're playing in a game and watching it, that's the most important thing. You keep clean sheets, you get a goal, you win a game. You can see the goal, you're more or less going to lose, draw or win. You know what I mean? But the most important one is keeping clean sheets, and we don't do enough of that this season, and we struggle pretty badly because the positioning of the players. They're in the wrong position every single time. And then you look at what Arne Slot has done with these players. They look like a shadow of the players they were. I've said it many times, and I'll go back to it again. 11 players playing badly doesn't say things about them. It's the tactics that's being played that's the problem. If it's one or two, I agree it's the player's fault. But when it's the entire team, then you got to ask questions of the coach. What are you doing for you to correct the mistakes that we keep coming back to every game that we play? It's the same shit.
We played the intensity against Galatasaray. Then we play against Brighton. People are saying, if we keep up the intensity, we win. Bang, got beat. Beaten. But we've been playing awful football, not just this season.
Yeah.
From last season.
Yep. Second phase.
Remember when we had that cushion? And he came up with a system around the February, March time, a year ago, last season. And we were awful. Then when we had a chance, the likes of Arsenal and Manchester City were falling away. So we had that lovely cushion.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time we were playing Spurs at Anfield, when Solanke scored, we went on to win 5-1 to win the championship. Great. Everybody was always over the moon. Then we went back. He went over to Ibiza, doing a little bit of DJing.
Can you imagine Jurgen doing that, guys, going on a holiday while the season is still going on? Look at the disrespect already. Not only did he disrespect, the Liverpool Football Club going to Ibiza and the players go to Dubai during the season. That's number one. Klopp would never allow that. Number two. We came back in a different way. We didn't come back like Liverpool have to win the rest of the games to get more points on board. We've given up. And then you come into the new season. I don't even know what the preseason was about. I know I keep saying that, guys, but I don't know what the preseason was about. Can't remember it. Can't remember a camp where the players, relax and, get their bones, and all that stuff up to scratch. It was nothing. It was no training. There was nothing like that. Because why? Because of the manager thinking we won the league by a counter last season. It'll be easier again next season because we've got the firepower. We've got Isak, we've got Ekitike, we've got Salah, we've got Gakpo, we've got all these players that can score a lot of goals. How that backfired. In life, when you disrespect things, it comes and bites you tenfold. And that's what's happened to Arne Slot. He should have respected the league. The first thing I would have done, go back as soon as the league finishes. I wouldn't obviously do what he done at RB and all that stuff. I'll still try win the rest of the games that we play. When the season ends, I'll go back to the drawing board. What's our weaknesses? What's our strengths? What do we have to improve on? What players do we need in this team? Then I'll put that forward to the likes of Richard Hughes and all that stuff. This is what I need. This is what we've got to improve on, etc. At the same time as well, you've got to look at your opposition. What is Arsenal doing? What is Man City doing? What is Aston Villa doing? What is Man United doing? What is etc. doing? You got to look at every team in the Premier League and see what they are improving on. You got to respect it. You have to respect opposition, because if you show a lack of respect, it motivates them to beat you more. And that's what we did this season. We disrespected the whole Premier League because of the performance of last season. 10 points clear. Could have been more. The arrogance of our football club with this guy has turned us into something that we're not. And not only that, the season went on. We've won the first 5 games by, coming back. Well, the other team getting the 2-2, and then we win by the last minute goals. Then we got battered against Crystal Palace. And then we get out the League Cup on top of that as well, guys. Purposely, by the way. Something Liverpool never does. One thing you don't do with players, guys, is corrupt their minds. When you corrupt their minds, you put a losing mentality into their minds, they become losers. That's what's happened to Man United. Why do you think Man United don't recover anymore? They still have those players at the football club that has that, that disease of losing. They've got that in their brain already. That's why they haven't come back. They have those little lifts now and again with new manager bounce, but they go back to the same old Man United because they still got that corruption in their mind. Remember what Man United used to do, guys? When they're supposed to win games, to get them into Champions League football, they'd rather lose because they don't want Liverpool to win the league. They were purposely losing. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, etc., they were purposely losing. And that's what they put into the players' minds. And this is what Arne Slot is bringing to our football club. He's getting out competitions purposely. And that's what you're not supposed to do at Liverpool Football Club. That's not what we do at this football club. Period. You know what I mean? And that's the scariest part of it. And it will continue, man. Unfortunately, as long as he's at the helm, he will intentionally throw things away. We're in no position to throw competition away. I mean, like, what was the point us getting at the League Cup now? What was the actual point? What has it got us? Nothing. Because we're going to finish the season most probably, say 99.9% without a trophy. It's only that little bit that's left that gives us hope. It depends on other teams' injuries and all that stuff. So that's how far we've gone down. You can't throw competitions away. You can't throw games away because you corrupt players' minds. That's what they become. Oh, you told me to throw the game away last time, so why can't I do it now? That kind of attitude. Do you think these players don't have a WhatsApp group? They don't talk about Arne Slot, how bad of a coach he is and his team. They do that. Everybody does that. And with Jurgen, at least he put the team together. He made sure players at the dinner table sit with other players every single time, not the same ones again and again and again, like doing a clique. He made sure there was no cliques in our football club. He made sure the captains led by example. He made sure the losing mentality does not exist at this football club, because every season we go for all 4 trophies. League Cup, FA Cup, Premier League, Champions League. Every season we go for it. We give it our all. Yes, we fail. Yes, we get injuries, but at least we tried. We have that mentality of winning. With this guy, we're done. We're finished, man. We're going back to the Roy Hodgson, Graham Souness, Roy Evans, those days. We're going back. The good old days where one man was just leading the team and the rest don't even do anything. They get paid, they collect their check and go home. We're going back to that. We're going back to the days where one man, Gerrard, was just dominating everything. Not the team, just one man. It's a joke, man. Absolute joke. I can't believe what I'm watching, man. This is what I said for today, guys. 20 minutes of training. What the F? King? I don't understand that either, bro. King Vader. Neymar. Yeah, I do. Now you can't come back from that anymore, bro. Can't come back from that. Yes, I do love Neymar. I love Neymar. There you go, names. Get me with another one now. There you go. True. What are they doing in training? Not learn from past mistakes. There you go, Abdul. They don't learn nothing, bro. They don't learn nothing at all, man. FSG has multiple... wives, 100%. They cheat every day. They cheat every day, man. Big up Touchline as always, bro. Fozi, all-time player is Neymar. Yes, it is. I agree. I'm coming back at you, Nems, now. You can't beat me in this, man. Can't beat me in this. I'm the king on this, mate. Only 20. That's disgusting. I don't even know what they do, bro. Nobody does. Even they don't know what they're doing anymore. Let me get back to the damn comments still. We sold the bench, yeah? We have. There's no bench. It's like a girl with no backside, isn't it? No bench, man. Nothing at all. Got nothing in this team.
What's that all about? What's that all about? A Liverpool coach? You can't call him a manager.
Big up Cedric, by the way.
But he goes over
And
nevertheless to play records in a nightclub. What's that all about? Comes back, goes back to his system, and we were awful. Dreadful. And it carried on this season. It's carried on. So we were all right in the Champions League. Smashing. Then all of a sudden, we got through Galatasaray. Who we got next? And this fella, Slot, was always going on about, I would love to play like PSG, but we're playing them in the quarters.
What a joke.
We're playing them. So let's see how we get on there, right? We're out of the Carabao Cup. We've got to play Manchester City after the international break. So everything is on this man Slot. Personally, I don't think he's good enough.
Nope.
I think he's well out of his depth.
Yep.
Well out of it.
Yep. Keep going, Frank.
To coach Liverpool Football Club. To come in, be the luckiest man in football with a great team that he broke up the beginning of this season. Look where we are now. And just imagine those few wins at the beginning of this season. Lucky wins, by the way. Lucky, very lucky wins. Where would we be? And what does he do? When we've been getting beat, what does he say? What about the long throws?
Fine margins and shit, he says.
What about the low blocks? He's coming out and saying this in his press conferences. He was having a go at us, the fans. He was having a go at us.
You know, like when a manager has a go at, at everything, even the fan base and all that stuff. Like, that means they've lost it. Like, there's no way back now. They're in such a bad place. Nothing can help them anymore. That's how bad it's got now. And people don't look into that, He's blaming the throw-ins. He's blaming the low blocks. He's blaming the players. He was asked, what was it? He was asked, what do you think about the booing? Oh, they're booing the players. That's what he said. What did Jurgen used to do? He used to protect his team. He used to protect FSG. He used to protect everybody. He takes all the blame up. All the blame my way. That's a proper coach. I've always said it as well. I don't think people look at it from the point of view of a head coach, of a manager. When you bring in a manager, he cannot be one of the lads. He cannot be underneath the players. Arne Slot is underneath our players, guys. He's below the players, standard-wise, the way he behaves. When Jurgen came in the first few months, I told my mate Scott, the one I always speak with on the phone, who calls me every minute. No offense. I told him, mate, with Jurgen, he's the number one at the club, Then I looked at other clubs. Then I looked at Liverpool in the past. Who was the main person at the football club when we were successful and when other teams were successful? Who was the main person? The manager. Bob Paisley, Bill Shankly, Kenny Dalglish, Joe Fagan, Ferguson, Mourinho, Pep Guardiola, Klopp, Ancelotti, etc. Capello, Arrigo Sacchi. All these guys. What were they at the international football plus club football? The number one person. Nobody is above them. They were the one. Him. That's the only way you can succeed in football, you know. That's the only way you can maintain success. If the manager is above everybody. He is the number one. Not only was we good with Jurgen Klopp, everything around that was a feel-good factor. It was good. The recruitment team, analytic team, everything was number one. We set the standards for other teams. That's what we was. As soon as we stepped off that track, we're back to the Liverpool of old, who has no clue. Even when Arne Slot first came in, he was punching the bag. I mean, saying I'm number one, getting rid of the likes of Kwanzaa in the first game and all that stuff. But I said, I swear I did a watch along or something in that game. I said, okay, you do that to Kwanzaa. You make sure you do that to the, bigger players as well. As time went on, he got smaller, smaller, smaller. That's how bad he's got as a manager. He was giving it all large in the beginning. All of a sudden, the players are the number one and the manager is no longer number one. Look at Curtis Jones, what I showed you in the beginning of the stream, guys. Rewind to the beginning of the stream. You see what Curtis Jones was doing against Brighton when he was told to come on the pitch. Instead of getting ready, changing his, from his tracksuit to his, obviously, football kit, he was putting a crisp on someone's head. Disrespecting Arne Slot like that. When you see things like that, it's frightening. It's scary. Prepare yourselves, guys. Prepare yourselves for being mediocre. And all those nerds that are brought up in that last stream, it's on you. You guys are the ones who got the fan base supporting this rubbish ownership for years. Now you're suffering the consequences. You are the ones we oppose now. Everybody are going to be on your backs. Because you told us to support these owners. You told us to support this rubbish for a long time. All of a sudden, you're jumping off that track and you want to come to our one. No, you're not allowed, man. We're going to do a purge on you. We're going to hunt you down now. You're done. You're no longer people we listen to. We oppose everything that you say. Those nerds are the problem for Liverpool Football Club. Now they know there's a problem that's occurring after fucking 5 months later. They want to jump on our track. No, they're not jumping on my track. Man, they're getting pushed off the track, man. The train's coming the other way, man. You got to go with it. Get out of here, man.
Well, Mr. Slot, this is my opinion. I know that you won't resign. I do know that. But just imagine, Mr. Slot, if you walk into a pub and the pub was absolutely chock-a-block and everybody just looked at you, staring at you.
Gene.
It all went quiet. And they were just staring. And you knew that every single one of them didn't like you in that pub. I'm not saying every single supporter of Liverpool Football Club dislike you, but a vast majority do. And a vast majority would like to see you gone. And I'm in that vast majority. I just want to see you go.
Me too, Frank.
I want Liverpool. I want Liverpool to bring in a top-class manager.
Me too.
A manager who knows about these people behind me.
I'll come to your comment, Wild Dead Wolf.
I want them. I want this new manager to do what Shankly did. To do what Jurgen Klopp did. And embrace the fans. Embrace the club. Embrace the city. Because, Mr. Slot, you haven't. You haven't embraced anybody, mate.
Tell him, Frank.
And I'm so disappointed
that
you haven't. So I hope a new manager, not a coach, but a manager, comes in
Yeah, give him the middle finger as well, Frank. Give him the middle finger, man. Oh, get lost, names. I'll say about my reading. Don't joke about my reading, bro. I'm not good at it. You know what I mean? A bit of dyslexia there. Come on, bro. Can't. They are not doing anything in training, mate. That's why they don't look fit, mate. They're tired. They are tired. Where's Wild Dead Wolf? He's telling me about the stadiums there. You've been at work, I know, bro. Listen, Wild Dead Wolf, it's okay, my guy. You don't need to explain to yourself to me. I just miss you guys. I miss the old guys. The new guys are taking over, bro. You should not let them take over. Okay, new stadium, new training, pitch, and new players, but bad owners. Yet the club is in a better financial place than ever been. What's finance got to do with me, guys? Like, I mean, I want my football club to win. I don't care. I'm not a financial director. Every football club should be in a better financial position than anybody. That's the whole point of a business. We don't need to compliment them on that. You compliment them on the pitch, what they do. Business takes care of itself. We're not accountants. That's not my job. My job is a supporter. A supporter wants to win. That's my role as a fan. That's your role as a fan. That's the difference. They've been here for 16 years, Wild Dead Wolf, and we're still waiting. How much more can you wait? Wild Dead Wolf, let me ask you a question. If they did this in your real life, made you wait to the point you're starving and you got nothing, what would you do that? What would you do like in return? Would you still say, oh, they built me a stadium, they built me... No, you wouldn't. You would fight. You wouldn't accept treatment like this in your real life when a baseball team is picked ahead of you. Their baby is Red Sox, not Liverpool. We're just a side piece. Whenever we need money, we go to this football club. Side piece, you know what I mean? When I need something, you know, that kind of one. When I need something, I go and get what I want. That's what we are. We're a side piece, bro. You're the side piece. Remember, never the bride. You're always the bridesmaid. That's what we are. Remember that banner we made? That's us. The real one is us to FSG. We're not the bride, man. We're the bridesmaids to Red Sox baseball team. Don't even know what the hell they do. That thing they got. Wake up, man. We're a side piece, bro. Liverpool should never be a side piece. We should be the dominant piece.
And does exactly what Jurgen Klopp did and what Bill Shankly did. Embrace us. Embrace us. That's all.
Frank says the same. Say the same.
A person who knows about the club's history. A person who knows about the fans. I'm not saying the fans' demands, but what they would love to see. As Jurgen said, I want them to go away from a game and can't wait for the next game because we played super football. That's what I want. And on that note, thank you for listening in.
Always.
And there's a little thing going along there saying like, subscribe, because I do football pods about Liverpool. That's all. Because I'm a Liverpool supporter and you're a Liverpool supporter. So try and join me. Thank you.
Please subscribe to Frank, guys. Please subscribe to Uncle Frank. Makes more sense than anybody, man. As I said, I'm not a side. Big up, Ram, bro. Big up. Please, guys. He's almost at 1,000. Go and subscribe to Ram. Please, guys. Go and subscribe to Ram. One of the most genuine, nicest guys on YouTube, I'm telling you. Knows his football as well. Please go and subscribe to him. He deserves about 50,000 subscribers, 60,000. I don't care, 100,000. He's a genuine guy, man. Go and subscribe to my brother there, man. Very, very lovely fella. Gene is in the house. Gene, and Ravi. Wild Dead Wolf, I'm not having a go at you, bro. I'm just trying to give you examples of how we are, bro. I just want ownership that cares about Liverpool only. I don't care about the outside world. I really don't. We're a side piece, bro. We're the one, you know, when you get at your relationship, you go and cheat. That's what we are, bro. That's what we become. We're a side piece, my guy. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, man. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. Please subscribe to Frank, guys. Appreciate that. When shit hits the fan, which shit, I don't know, fan, you can see the real supporter doing just think when you are winning. Nah, listen, this season, you can't support what we've seen, bro. You cannot support what we've seen. I'm sorry. It's embarrassing. It's an embarrassment to the football club. Even the good people, as you call them, that never say anything about Liverpool, never say a bad thing about Liverpool, have come out and said enough is enough. Smash the likes, people. Appreciate that. Everything you're saying, Fozi, I can't disagree, bro. It's all facts. Appreciate that touchline. I mean, listen, I'm only saying what I've seen in past experiences, my bro. I've been through depression with this football club. I love this club so much. I went through depression with it. You know what I mean? Ask Anton. Anton known me since I was a kid. He will tell you everything, what Liverpool means to me. I mean, I'm not like these people that just come on here. I support Liverpool for 30 years and there's no evidence. There's evidence in my life. You know what I mean? So that's how it is. Big up, bro. Big up. Wild Dead Wolf. I'm not having a go at you, bro. I'm just trying to like wake people up to what I see. And that's about it, really. I can't believe, I'll go on for 2 hours non-stop speaking, man. I should be doing this on a regular. I should be a professional. You know what I mean? Let me see what Gene is saying. I saw Gene. I think I read everyone else's. We're saying Clark Kent. We're saying, bro. Matoma came on. Yeah, it's madness, isn't it, about Matoma? We play one game with intensity and the next game we go back to no intensity. We are dead slot and FSG out now. You can see the light, bro. I don't need to explain that to you. Too much dappy in the team. Gakpo pulling out of tackles. I saw that on against Brighton. On Saturday, still slot picks him. It's a joke, mate. It's a joke. Get a red card at least, bro. Show something. Show something, mate. Show me something. Show me something, mate. What's Ravi saying, my brother Ravi? Big up. We have a hell of a couple of weeks. City, PSG, Fulham. Then PSG. Will we get anything from these games? Nope. Maybe Fulham. I'll give you the Fulham game. Other than that, I don't see anything else, bro. I don't see anything else. Klopp's was the same. Has a got fans. Sorry, saying we need you to turn up and support the players. What Klopp is the Messiah, isn't it? Klopp earned the right to say things like that. Slot hasn't. Okay, one league win, great, but it was already set up to be winning a team anyway. Should have won the season before that. We have our very own Scouser historian here with us. I've missed that laugh. Come on, G. Come on, G. Big up Alexandra, man. Big up Fozi. Did you see the fixture? I see no wins. Yeah, let me share it with you guys. I'll put it on there, man. Yeah, big up everybody. Can't believe I'm here for 2 hours again, man. I must be really good at my stuff. Strange. I used to be very weak at this. Can't do more than 50 minutes. But now I go above and beyond. Hey, above and beyond. So as you can see, the fixtures, guys, straight after international football, we've got Man City at home. Then we got PSG away, probably the battering of our life. And then we got Fulham at home. Then we got PSG at home. Then we got Everton away. Then we got Crystal Palace at home. Kryptonite, you know what I mean? It's green. Just like, on my thumbnail, I put the green and my face is red. Why? Because Kryptonite is next to me. There you go. Then we've got Man United away. They are in the form of their life. Then we've got Chelsea at home. Then Aston Villa away. Then we've got Brentford at home. What's so good about these fixtures? I don't know, people. These are the things we struggle with in life. These are kryptonites everywhere. Scattered everywhere. Green kryptonite everywhere. We are in trouble, people. We are in so much trouble. We can't recover our season. Now, Aston Villa are winning. What are we going to do? Don't know. I really don't know. Yes, names. Frank's link is on the chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, my little brother. Neymar is my favorite player now. I've taken over. You can never joke with me anymore. Klopp was a manager. Slot is a coach. There you go, bro. There you go. Cedric, what you saying, bro? What you saying? Oh, man. 2 hours of this. Millie trying and trying to single-handedly take out our team. Well, he did. He took out our striker. The guy's a G, man. He's a G. Yeah, man. What a shame. What a shame. What has our football become, guys? Like, honestly, it's a joke. I've had enough. Javi will understand the job immediately because he's been here. You know what I mean? The guy scored in the Champions League final after a penalty. Didn't score a penalty, but he scored after the penalty. You know what I mean, people? So he scored an open play. There's no more penalty. I get losing hurts, but don't get... We are in a better place than we have in older days. Are we? I don't know, bro. Don't know about that. I did make the poll, man. What are you talking about? Oh, damn. FSG is losing that. Slot is winning. 36% slot. Come on, guys. 47 people. Come on, guys, man. You could do better than that. No money. Now, players, you wanted Isak. I didn't. I was an Alvarez guy, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Real football fans can see what players suit to the team. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Please, guys, like, share, and subscribe and all that good stuff. And subscribe to my brother, Ram. He's almost at 1,000, guys. Get him there immediately. Facts. Facts. Yeah, he's going to be on Judge Mo's channel as well. Go and see him on there. Big up back here. Side piece. We are, bro. We are side piece, man. It's not even... I try, Gene. I try. We are the side piece, man. We are the side piece. Yeah. We're never going to be getting away from that as long as we're under FSG. Some people just love, being owned by FSG, forgetting, the Red Sox are the first love. We are the second, you know what I mean? Probably second. They got, they've got a Penguins hockey team or something. I'm a fan, always a fan. No one's bigger than the club. I agree with you. No one's bigger than the club, but we should be number one. I'm not a side piece. Yeah, I don't do Red Sox, bro. I don't do Red Sox. Just going through the comments. Hey, Snell, yeah. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. IKEA is in the house, man. One of my favorites in the comments. FSG at straight away. Don't give a damn about FSG, bro. I really don't. Thanks, Fozi, for chat. Thanks, Fozi and chat. Wonderful stream. Hard-hitting comments. There you go, Frank. I say how it is, mate. I don't beat around the bush. I don't, mate. I'd rather be honest than lying to myself just to get something. You know what I mean? I don't do that stuff. I don't. This is is it Rams? Frank's channel, people. Please go subscribe to my Uncle Frank. I might do something, Frank, tomorrow. Let me know if you're available around 2 o'clock doing the Justice League. Myself and yourself, and hopefully Dean if he's available. Big up James, man. And he still hasn't been sacked. Don't stress yourself out, bro. He's going to be here next season. Tomorrow, yeah? I'm free tomorrow, bro. I'm free, Frank, tomorrow. Yeah. Guys, like, share, and subscribe. I'm out of here, baby. One more soul. You want soul glow before I go? Let's go.
Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow, baby. Feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow.
Soul glow everywhere. That's the nerds. That's for the nerds, isn't it? That always back this rubbish that we have, man. All right, guys. I gave you a bit of soul glow. Slot in here next season. I hope not. James, he'll be here, bro. He'll be here. Thanks, Fozi from Gene. Big up, Gene. Always. Sorry, Gene. I know you just come on now, but I've stayed for 2 hours. Go on. Let me out. Let me out. There he is. I'm out of prison. Let me do the voice, innit?
Let me out. I'm stuck in a box. Let me out.
Yeah, I'm back. All right, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you soon, man. Tomorrow, not today. You're not going to see me today. Nah. Appreciate you, everybody. Always appreciate you. I hope I read all the comments that I could. I haven't left anyone out. Yeah. Take care, everybody.